Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is first time home buyer program for the city of Garden Grove, California. I just came back from one of their meeting and they present this uh, down payment assistance program within the city of Garden Grove that I think is really beneficial for any buyers out there, anybody who looking to buy. And since they have this program in Garden Grove, doesn't mean that they don't have it in like other city. They probably gonna have like similar program in other cities as well. I came back from another meeting like a couple months back, and they do have another similar program for the city of Santa Ana. So if you're looking to buy a house in the next couple of years, you might want to check out this program because I think it's like a really good program that can help you a lot with the down payment assistance. With that, let's get started. Okay. So first of all, it's a down payment assistance program. This is the city of Garden Grove is offering a down payment assistance loan to first-time home buyer to provide assistance in the purchase of the home within the city of Garden Grove. This presentation is only for the Garden Grove, but like I said, other cities should have something similar. So if you don't want to, you can contact your city or look up the information online from that city. So the fund will be made available on a first come first served basis. A first time home buyer under the low income threshold may be eligible to borrow up to $110,000 loan with a 0% interest rate throughout the life of the loan. Or if you're a moderate income threshold applicant, you can maybe receive up to $50,000 with a 0% interest rate. Now the great thing about this is there is no monthly payment, so the loan will be on there until you pay off the primary loan, and then it's due upon like you it's due upon the expiration, the completion of the payment for the first loan. Now by that time, you actually we check with the presenter when I was in the Zoom meeting with them, and you might be able to arrange some kind of payment plan once the loan kicked in. So the program guideline is you must be a first-time home buyer. Now, a lot of people might think that first-time home buyer that means you never owned a home before, but that's not true. First-time home buyer by definition mean cannot have owned a home within the last 3 years. So previously, like let's say years ago, you purchased a house and then later on you sold it. Now within the last 3 years, if you don't have a ton, your name on any property at all, then you are qualified as a first-time home buyer. The second item you need to do is you need to complete a 8-hour HUD-approved home buyer educational classes. Later on, I'll probably gonna be able to apply you a link, or if you have question, you can just ask me within the comment section. And then you must have the 3% down payment of your own fund. Now, we did verify with the presenter that this 3% down payment can be gift fund. So what that means is if you have a relative that want to give you a 3%, you can use it as a down payment in order to qualify for borrowing the money, or yeah, borrowing for the money for the from the city too. And the loan cannot not be an asset of 45% debt to income ratio. That means your the primary mortgage cannot be more than 45% of your income. Monthly payment cannot be for more than 45% of your monthly income. Home must be owner occupied, which means whoever's on the property need to be living in the property. So you can't have a co-signer and that doesn't live in the property itself. So if you're part of the program and you're borrowing the money from the city, then you must be living in the house. So you can't have somebody assign for the loan and then not living in there. And then must purchase within the city of Garden Grove. Again, this is for Garden Grove guidance only. If you need more information for the other city, you need to check with them. And household must meet an income limit. And I'll get that in a second. Actually, it's coming up in the next slide. So for low income guideline, like for a one person household, you cannot make more than 88,400 a year. Two people cannot make more than 101,000 a year. So so on and so on. So if you're under this income level, then you qualify for the low income guideline and can borrow up to 110,000 with zero debt, with 0% interest. For the moderate income guideline, one person cannot make more than $108,350 a year. And two people is 123,850, and so on and so on. And for the long term, again, up to 110,000 loan for low income threshold, which is like 80% of the area moderate income. So within that area, like you can't make more than 80% of that area income, and then up to 50, you can borrow up to 50,000 loan for a moderate income household, and some 20% of area moderate income. So it's a 0% interest rate loan, 30% 30-year deferred loan. So that means no payment required until after 30 years. Now this is the part that's amazing about this loan, because let's say you borrow 80% for a purchase from a primary lender, you only need to bring in 3% of your own income for the down payment, of your own money for the down payment, and this loan itself would not tag onto a monthly payment. So that's amazing. For example, let's say you borrow 400,000, typically you're paying 2,400 a month for that 400,000 borrow right now, and if you don't have enough down, you can use this loan to help you with the down payment, and there's no additional monthly payment for it. So the 2,400 you only need to pay to the primary lender. There's a repayment plan, repayment of the city loan balance at the end of the 30 year, which means by the end of the 30 year, you can actually set up some kind of a repayment plan with the city, instead of like paying them whole lump sum. So you can actually amortize that payment too. And then it must be owner occupied for the term of the loan, which means you have to live there for the term of the loan. You can't like buy the house, borrow a loan, and then within a couple of years, then you rent out the whole house to somebody else. Now we did verify with the presenter that you can actually share out rooms to help you with the loan too. So if you want like more detail, you can reach out to the city and they'll give you more detail about like anything that's not the norm within the living situation. And then homeowner must maintain the property insurance. So that's typical. Every single home you purchase, if you have a lender and you need to borrow money from them, you kind of have to buy your home insurance anyway. So the CDA pre-approved process. So how it works is that the applicant must complete the 8-hour HUD-approved home buyer workshop. They must submit an application with the household income document to the CD to get a pre-approval from the CD for the down payment assistance, which is kind of like the same as you send it to your loan officer to get a pre-approval from the lender anyway. So it's like you're doing the same thing twice. That's all. But you have to do one with the lender, and then you have to do one with the city. And income documents are needed for all members of the household that above 18, because they want to include everybody that's over 18. Like they have to provide any sort of income that they have. Now I think there is a waiver if somebody's over 18 and they go to school and they get like part-time job from school, they might be able to get that waive if they can provide some kind of like mission, like school mission proof. So again, that is something that you might want to talk to the city if you have any questions regarding that, because they will know it more strictly. Like they'll give you the detail. I was in the meeting and somebody bring that up, but I just want to relay what I heard from them. But for the detail portion, you might want to reach out to the city that you're applying for just to be sure. Primary source of income, or a document like a W-2 tax return, pay stub, benefit letter and statement, and pension or a retirement statement. Bank statement includes 6 months of bank statement for all checks and saving accounts. All deposit that are not direct income need a letter of explanation attached. All page must be submitted and screenshot will not be accepted. That means you make sure that you print the statement and then you send it to the bank instead of like doing a screenshot on your phone. Like here in this area, it's like all deposit that are not direct income, which means like let's say you deposit some kind of like you have cash and then you deposit, you need a letter of explanation to be attached to it and provided to the city as well. Okay. Opening escrow and form application process. So once your applicant open escrow, which means once you work with your realtor and then you locate a house and you submitted an offer and the seller, you're going back and forth and doing the counter offers, and then the seller accepted your offer, then you open escrow. And once you open the escrow, it's best to reach out to the city right away. So on a home purchase in Garden Grove, a complete lender packet needs to be submitted to the city as soon as possible. you don't get the lender packet until you open escrow, and then the lender will get the information from the purchase contract, draft up the lender packet, and then you can ask your lender to submit it to the city of Garden Grove as well. When they send that, when they start submitting your primary loan application, the city will need 30 days for the escrow. So with this, it might be a bit a turn off for seller if the seller want a shorter time frame for the escrow, but the city will require a 30-day escrow period to complete their the approval process. So what included in the application process for the city is, again, update household income and document, purchase contract, an application, 10 there's a loan application, 1003 application, loan underwriter's transmitter's submission, a loan approval letter with term, credit report, property appraisal, homeowner and title insurance, estimated closing costs, buyer disclosure, approval 3% down, and escrow instruction. So all these will be during the escrow process. You won't have any of it, most of it you won't have until you open escrow. So once you open escrow, talk to the city right away. I did verify with the city that once you open escrow and you talk to the city and they verify that they have the fund for your loan, then the fund will be kind of set aside for the loan. You don't get like by let's say like 2 day 3 day before escrow close, they're running out of fund. That's not gonna happen. They said that once once you reach out to them and start communicating with them, after you open escrow and they confirm that they have the fund for you, then that fund will kind of be set aside for your loan to be completed. Okay. Next is the city inspection. So in addition to your regular home inspection, the city will have to send somebody over to do their own inspection too. So the final step before final approval can be issued is to complete a city building inspection of the home being purchased. Home need to be clear of major code violation and have property permit pull for additional or work required permit. Code violation a work performed without permit will be flagged by the building and safety division and will need to be addressed prior to closing. Now this might be a time drain, because a lot of violation, because you only have 30 days. Let's go. A lot of minor violation, they can fix right away. But if there's any kind of major violation, then it might drag beyond the 30 days. So this is something that might give a seller like a flat, like kind of like hesitant. But I mean, if you wanna borrow the money from the city, then you have to work within the guidelines. So this city inspection is in addition to your regular home inspection. Okay, and it's required. So loan document and wire fund. So the final step in the application process is signing the city loan agreement with the home buyer. The deed of trust and the request for notice will be mailed to the title company to record against the property, and wire transfer initiated and the fund are wired to escrow, which means like once everybody approve your loan, your lender and then the city approve your loan, then the final step is you wire the closing fund into escrow. The lender will wire the borrow fund that you're intended to borrow into escrow, and then the city will wire whatever they qualify you for into escrow. And once all the money going into escrow, then escrow can send all the paperwork to the county to record your deed of trust. And then anyway, my name is Kwa. I'm a realtor. I'm a broker and owner. And here's my cell phone, my email, and my website. And if you need more information about the program, here's the city of Garden Grove, link to the city of Garden Grove program that provides you the information for those. And again, like I highly recommend it that you take the if you're looking forward buying a house within the next few years. You might, I highly recommend it that you take the 8-hour course for the HUD-approved, because that approval lasts for a whole year. So if you plan to buy a house like within a year, it's good to get that over with. There is a $25 fee for the course, but then it lasts for a whole year. So once you get that pre-approved, the certificate from the course, you can actually use it for multiple city within Orange County. And of course, if you're in another state or another area, like another kind of like another county, then you might want to check with their their own information, like the city and their own information. Anyway, if you have any question or if you need any assistance buying and selling home in here in Orange County, California, please reach out to me. Or if you have any, related question, a real estate related question, please reach out to me. I do intend to sign up for that HUD approved class to go through the 8-hour course so that I can learn more information about this program, and hopefully I'll make another video regarding that specific class when I'm done with it. Anyway, thank you so much and see you next time.